There we go. The internet is like welcome to virtual happy hour. Ridiculous. I can't even believe we pay for this internet. Can't believe it. Well, let's get on with the show and get going anyway. How about it? 3, 2, 1. Play. There we go. Let's try it again. There we go. Well, we're back. Sorry about that. It's the most wheels off open ever. I mean, very wheels off. I mean, I'm watching me in the replay, and I'm like, it's like I'm on the Mars rover. This is embarrassing. This is what I do for a living, and this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. And it's not Beeline's fault. It's because our internet is so bad. We pay for internet for a company that's based here about 8 miles from us, and that company cannot provide proper internet in a residential home in 2021. Oh, it's frustrating. All right, well, happy Friday to you. We're going to fly through this thing. First off, we're a little late. We were going to be about 10 minutes late anyway, but the internet's so slow today that it's taking forever down and all that. And the countdown froze about 10 times. So, I mean, we literally took 5 minutes to put the 2-minute countdown in. So I apologize for the poor quality. It's pretty bad. Boy, it's bad. All right, let's go ahead and bring Mom in. Her intro finally got loaded in, so let's go ahead and play that for you guys. See, that'll play for us, maybe. Let's try it. Let's see if it'll play for us. Maybe not. Maybe so. Talking takes. Well, there it is. It's playing. I'll go ahead and bring Mom in, and she's probably, it's playing in my ears here, but I do believe it played, Mom.
Hey, don't sweat the small things. I can hear you, yes.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Oh, it's garbage. Garbage. I can hear this. Is embarrassing. This is what I do for a living, and I can't even do it. I should be taking orders at Whataburger asking for, do you want fries?
Hey,
that's embarrassing. This is embarrassing. AT&T is located 8 miles from here, and they cannot provide proper internet in their world headquarters.
Well, let's see. I
have
just
terrible.
My internet service is Frontier.
Well, I want to support local. I mean, I want to support but I mean that.
Well,
we were watching it load in there.
Yeah, the cell phone I'm on is AT&T. I mean, supported by AT&T, but the my internet service is Frontier. Why would I want to have anything that was unified? But anyway, so don't sweat the small things. It's probably the coldness that those wires and towers are not used to the cold that you're having. Up here, we're used to it. So there you go.
I had really good. I was out at Prince of Peace. They had great service out there. I had no problem with the Wi-Fi on campus, and oftentimes it does get overloaded because the kids are on their, the different. I don't know what the program. There's a program for it educational program that's got their assignments and all that stuff in there. And they were able to do their remember, one of the classes, 2 of them were algebra sections, watching an algebra video, which must be riveting, but they were all watching it. So I don't know.
I can't imagine.
No, I can't imagine either. So yeah, we're running way behind here.
I didn't like algebra anyway.
We have dinner reservations in less than an hour, so for Valentine's, so we gotta hoof it. But the wife.
Yeah. Well, let me zip on the other side so that you can visit with the people there.
And, well, there's we had like 7 or 8. There's 2 left because of the because that was such a No one's going to come on and watch that kind of. That's what's so frustrating, Mom, is what AT&T doesn't realize. I pay BeLive. This is not a BeLive issue. BeLive has been working phenomenal the last whatever. But this is embarrassing. People they swing by, they go, gosh, what's this guy doing? Why is he wasting time on Facebook when they can't even, it's not even audible and not even legible and it's terrible. It's ridiculous. We pay for it. So anyway, well, have a good weekend, Mom. Happy Valentine's to you and all that good stuff.
Thank you. Yeah. It's fun being a Valentine all by your friggin' self. So there you go. That's just a parting thought.
You know what's fun? I'll give you this little Valentine nugget. I was in the Tom Thumb earlier, the grocery store here, the shops, and it's still 2 days away. Valentine's on Sunday.
Right.
But they were already switching out there was more Easter candy displays. Now, granted, there was plenty of flowers and and there was still Valentine stuff there, but they'd already cleared all the Valentine's row out and tossed all the Easter stuff in there, all the Easter candies.
I know. Boy, they can't wait, can they? They can't wait. So I'll see you on the other side.
Well, it's big money for them. All right, Mom. Love you there. There we go. Oh, there's Mom right there. We'll hope that it plays. Let's a blank screen, so we'll see if it plays. But good to see you, Stuart. Hope you're doing well. I don't think he's playing on. No idea. Well, at least I'll do this way it won't. Just close that down. That's one less window to worry about. Sorry about that, folks. You guys, this is not obviously network TV. We know this. But again, I'm whinging about the internet here. It's inexcusable. I mean, this is really bad. And it's not, again, I know this is not BeLife's fault because, again, I've had no issues with them and it's the internet. It's loading the things off my computer into the system. Because you got to load the video, like the intro video goes into the system, which actually goes into a cloud. Well, that's got to go to the internet. This is not, you guys don't really care. All right, glad you guys are along. No sound for you. I don't know what to tell you. Let me see if I got sound here. I don't hear sound either. Well, how about that? I don't see sound. Let's try this. Let's try that. Is that better? You got sound now? You getting a little sound now? No, you should be getting sound now. Let's see here. You hear me? Okay, well. Hey, I'm looking at the video. It's so pixelated. I wonder if I could do one quick thing here. This may overlook. It's 720. It's pretty good. What I am going to do, though, what BeLive does have, it's kind of cool. I was looking at the reviews today. They have actually one more step up from this. This was their top plan at one time. They got one more bigger than this. That actually, you can do multi-camera streams of this system. You can, but it's tricky with this. But you can go one more up. And they've got 1080 multi-cameras. You can do that. So anyway. You'll close this. Maybe in your end, Mom. Anyway, I'm glad you guys are along. We are going to test beer real quick. We have to really roll through it. I was in the market earlier, the supermarket earlier, grocery store, shops, whatever. And I think what we'll do today for time constraints is just do one. I think. Now, this beer, as my wife's coming in a moment, this interests me just from the title alone. I didn't look at the ingredients. I didn't look at what kind of beer it was. But when I saw it, it merited a, we got to try this. So as my wife comes back and walking the dog, I go ahead and give you guys a beer jam, and we will get on with the beer tasting. Here we go. Waiting. There I'm back on the screen again. I'm having to watch me on my phone to see that this is all working. So it's a bit of a mess. So anyway, I apologize for that. But yeah, DB's beer review, I do this every Friday. We usually pull out 1 or 2 beers. I think we'll just do 1 today, unless my wife wants to grab 2. It's up to her. We got we're doing okay at the moment. Again, this is when you walk through the supermarket or the beer section, and I didn't even look at the ingredients. I just saw the name of this thing, and it got my attention. Now, to refresh, first let me just show it to you. It's called the Amazing Corn Dog Smoked Ale Revolver. We've had Revolver on before, and it says, "Don't forget the mustard." Now the cat's going nuts. You guys have heard us talk about corn dogs, State Fair corn dogs, big deal. Fletcher's in Texas, they're an institution. They are, you ever had a corny dog? It's a fried hot dog, is what it is, on a stick. Every real Texan puts mustard on there. And I don't know what my wife is, she's totally distracted me. But yeah, so yeah, I saw this Revolver Brewing Company out of Granbury, and it's called Corn Dog Beer. And I, at first, my knee jerk was, really, a corn dog beer? But if you read the label one more time, smoked ale with natural flavor. So it's going to be a smoky ale, maybe some corn dog taste to it. Food on a stick in a can, it says. Don't forget the mustard. Let me give you guys don't forget the mustard. And food on a stick in a can. Again, Revolver beer from Granbury, Texas. Here's the label. Read, every favorite food on a stick in a can, not just for state fairs. We brewed this ale with German beech smoked malts, herbs, and spices. Best served with yellow mustard rim. Honey, bring the mustard. We're going to give that a try. There you go. There's the directions on it. 5.2 alcohol on a 12-ouncer. Right there, give the good idea right there of, and kind of a bit of a state fairish look to it. Okay. All right, the sound we all love. Just the sound we all love. Let's see Todd out there. Uh-oh, boy. Well, that just got all over my. Oh boy, all over the floor. Oh well. Let's make a nice mess to clean up before we go to eat. You know, it sort of smells a little bit like Coors Gold, the original Coors Gold. Let's give it a shot here. I can taste the corn dog. I can taste the smoky, you know, a corn dog's a hot dog, smoked hot dog, whatever. I can taste that. It's not overwhelming, but it has a smoky flavor to it. Oh my gosh, babe. Your bag's underneath me. It's all wet.
My school books?
Yep.
My computer. My brand fucking computer.
Easy, babe. That's not something we want to.
New computer and my iPad. Yeah, where we can test. And you're on it, so I can't move it.
Well, babe, I didn't mean to do it, sweetie. You ought to be like. I mean, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
I didn't mean to do it.
I mean, that's just not. I can't help the fact that it spewed when I opened it. So anyway, sorry.
It's all right.
But didn't have to. Boy, not going good today, folks. This may be one of the worst shows ever. We've had a lot of bad ones. So anyway, let me give it another shot here. Now it says to. Let me wipe this down here. Let's yeah, it's smoky taste, but it has pretty basic beer, really. It's smoky beer. But I would like to try it with a little bit of hit of mustard. Yeah, I want to give it a taste there. Hold on, there's my wife. There she is. No, it's not going to work. Baby, you look like you're. Oof, it's like the light's really bright on you, babe. There we go. That's all right. It's all right. I moved it. There we go.
Better.
So did you grab us some mustard real quick? Let's try it with mustard because it says try it with mustard. It says don't forget the mustard. It says on the label here.
That's gotta be a joke.
No, it says be best served with a yellow mustard rim. So we'll just give it a little shot right there. Just a little shot. Oh, okay.
Right where you taste.
Well,
Oops, that's not where I meant to put it.
she just poured it down the beer.
Right through the top first.
Okay. Okay, I've got a little yellow mustard on the rim here. There we go. And now I'm going to give it a shot.
Let me taste it.
I'll be damned. Hold on. Let me get the mustard off. Let me wipe it off for you because you got to do the whole thing. I'll be damned. I take back what I said about it not tasting like a corn dog. The mustard finishes it. Now put your little mustard on there on the side. What? No, just put it on that side. And give it a little bit of a mustard, like you would like a margarita. Like you would a salty margarita if you had a salty margarita, just like the same thing.
So you lick it first?
Yeah, go ahead and do that. Give it a shot and drink the beer. What does that taste like?
A corn dog.
It tastes just like a corn. I'm sorry, I didn't have the camera on you guys. Just like a corn dog.
That's weird.
I would have never guessed that. Would you have guessed? I mean, it says don't forget the mustard. And again, this is from Revolver in Granbury, Texas. And the last line says everybody's favorite food on a stick in a can, not just for state fairs, was brewed this with German beach smoked malts, herbs, and spices. Best served with a yellow mustard rim.
They're right. It's true.
They are dang good. They are right because I mean it is. You have to put a little more mustard on, but it'll be still okay. Is that unbelievable? What do you think? Is it terrible?
Uh-uh.
I mean, it's a bit gimmicky, but it's not bad. It's not heavy.
It just tastes like a beer, and when you put the mustard on it, then it tastes like a corn dog.
But there is. Well, hold on. Let me wipe this. Grab another one if you want.
No.
And let me get the mustard off here. I want you to taste it because without the mustard, you get the smoky flavor, and it sort of has a bit of it. Let me see if I can get this off. Okay, so there's no mustard now, so just taste the smoky flavor there. Bit of a Coors Gold with
A little bit of butter. And it tastes like
a little thicker, a domestic U.S. beer, Bud, Miller Lite, whatever, that same kind of feel to it. But the mustard with the smoky flavor tastes like a corn dog, no doubt.
Which is weird.
It's a bizarre. It is a bizarre. And again, I walked by this in the store tonight, and I just see corn dog. I'm thinking, it's like when you see, and I saw brownie beer, or you see some of these crazy. There was a Snickerdoodle beer. We had that during Christmas, right?
Good.
Very good, but it got my attention. Like Snickerdoodle beer, the chocolate ale. We had a couple of them were bad. One was good, but this one I saw. I'm going like corn. We've had Revolver before, so the fact that I mean, it's really come on.
You're gonna need to read it, and then we're gonna need to go.
I know. I need to go. I know. Just relax. There's not gonna be traffic. But I do believe, first off, yes, I love mustard. I love mustard on pretzels. I love mustard. Mustard is a Texas thing, I guess, and it's, of course, with corn dogs, that's what you got to have. Yeah, that's absolutely a corn dog. That's corn dog in a can. And it's not. But what's unique about it is that you think of corn dogs being pretty filling. I could probably have a couple of these. With the mustard, a solid 8. And you know what? I'm going to go even further. With the mustard, 8.5. That's back-to-back 8.5s for me.
I would give it a 7.
Honey, come here and speak to the camera here.
I would give it a 7.
7 with the mustard, without the mustard.
Without the mustard, I would give it a 6.5. With the mustard, maybe a 7.5.
Well,
Which is weird because I'm not a mustard fan.
no, you're not. You usually, you're one of the few people I know that. Nothing against this, because I think some burgers do need mayo.
I'm mayo.
But mayo's your main
Mayo.
condiment on your burger. But on a corn dog,
Mustard.
right? Pretzels.
Mustard.
Okay, yeah. So I
You
mean,
need a mayonnaise on a pretzel.
hot dog, your mustard.
Definitely not
No,
mayonnaise on a hot
Oh
dog.
no, but you'll do ketchup. Is what I'm saying.
No, mustard.
But
And brats.
but mayos are main on our burger, chicken
Chicken
sandwiches.
sandwich, yeah.
But for me, mustard is always a big player in everything sandwich oriented. There's a few times one place I don't do it, like a fried chicken, like a Chick-fil-A. I like my mayo then, you know.
And you like buffalo sauce.
And then buffalo sauce. But yeah, I would you buy another round? Would you?
No, still be drinking the strawberry blonde.
Oh, okay. But I'm just saying. But if strawberry blondes at the minute, would you be opposed to having 2 of these as opposed to 1? That's the question.
At a party?
Yes, you do. So it's not terrible. I think the beer's. I think the beer. I would drink without the mustard. I would drink. I would.
Terrible.
I bought a 6 of these, thinking it was going to be. And I'm walking out of the store going,
What am I going to do with 6 of these?
yeah, because I'm thinking it's going to be a disaster. Turns out it was a great buy because I'm going to be. We just bought a fresh thing of mustard, so.
There you go.
There it is. This one today. There it is. A corn dog from Revolver in Granbury, Texas. The amazing corn dog smoked ale with a little bit of mustard on top. And it even says food on a stick in a can right there. And that is today's beer review right there. Only one today because we're in a hurry. So let's go ahead and play the music. Let's see what it'll play for us. Let's try that. I did get that from your mom. As the music sort of stops and does whatever. It's been a wheels off show. This is probably not. This will not be one that people will be reposting and going, "This guy was really good." They'll be saying, "This guy should be manning the drive-through." Terrible. I mean, this is really, 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 really bad.
Do they need to be refrigerated?
I do not. Anybody know that? Do you refrigerate the? Chocolate. I think you can leave them out, but you can probably. I bet they'd be really good in the fridge. I bet. I would think. But let me pull one thing up. I did get to one little item before I let you guys go. I had a really interesting article. I don't know if you've seen this, Mom. You may have. It was in I think it's in this month's Texas Monthly. I guess the next one coming up. Do you guys know who Bill Haley is? Does that name ring a bell to anybody? Anybody remember a Bill Haley? Mom, you definitely would remember a Bill Haley. Rock Around the Clock. Probably See You Later, Alligator. Big time. Part of that group of rock and rollers. Pre-Elvis. but kind of one of that group of sort of that were all considered, they were all sort of fathers of rock and roll, so to speak. Anyway, I didn't know this, and this is very interesting. But there's a really good article in Texas Monthly about him, and this is taking forever to load, so I'm really sorry that I'm stammering around here. But he was from Pennsylvania, grew up, and spent a lot of time in the Philly area. He was made his career there. That's where he started as a DJ and traveled around a bit. I didn't realize this, though. He would eventually settle in Texas in his latter years and kind of lived a random life down in Harlingen, down the valley, down the border. And I didn't realize this. And it's a really, 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 Bill Haley in the comments. Really interesting article about him in Texas Monthly. Sad, some sad, but his family, his wife's still alive. His kids all live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. They're all, I think, ranging from, late 40s into their late 50s, maybe. There's 3 kids, I believe. Wife's still alive, but a very interesting guy. And it's a very sad, really sad how it all turned out for him. But and he was basically lived in Harlingen, had a routine where he'd go around the coffee shop and the pub and hang around them there and just do it. In his latter years, his last 15 or so years, 20 years, he was down in Texas. And, I just assumed that the guy died in like the 60s. I didn't know. But he lived into the mid 80s and was kind of died a bit of a there was some mental issues there. It's kind of sad to read about it, but it's a very interesting story and how he kind of stumbled upon the whole rock and roll thing. And really, he even mentioned he didn't even know, I don't think he really realized what he was doing in rock and roll until he'd already done it. And I didn't know this either. I just thought it was, the Happy Days thing, the American Graffiti song really kept his memory alive in the 70s. But he was huge overseas, huge in England. Apparently, John Lennon got a guitar because of him. I mean, seeing him, he was big overseas. And there were these big tours they would do back in the 60s, 70s, and even the early 80s, he would go over and do it overseas. And it was huge in Mexico, where he met his wife. Very interesting article. So in Texas Monthly, check that out about Bill Haley and Bill Haley in the comments. It's definitely a worthwhile movie script. Probably not a happy ending, but maybe. But Hollywood might know. But it's an interesting story because the guy, I didn't even know what he did in his latter years. It was very interesting stuff. Okay, Valentine's weekend. We've got the flowers to prove it. Hold on. There we go. Flowers to prove it. Wife and I got to do a little. We're going to do it tonight. Valentine's being on a Sunday. Not a bad day for it, but the weather's going to get really bad here. We're supposed to get down. For the first time since 1989, we're going to 0. It's not uncommon for us to the 20s and the teens, but 20s, we get freezing plenty down here. But we're going to be as low as we've been since 89. Low single digits, down even possibly below 0. Course of the weekend, Monday, Tuesday, big chance of precip on Monday and Wednesday. It's like a weatherman. Don't ask. I do all this. All right. So anyway, the beer review today again was the amazing Corn Dog Smoked Ale from Revolver in Granbury, Texas. Food, it's food on a stick and a can, and don't forget the mustard. It tells you to have mustard rim, and I've got it right there. We'll be back on Monday. The wife is off Monday, and we'll be here, hopefully hunker down and riding out the cold weather. And it'll be our first weekend without football in a while, too. So anyway, much love to you guys. Appreciate you joining. Sorry about the technical snafus up and down. It happens sometimes. We fight through it. Best we can do. We're every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5 o'clock Central Time. And, oh, by the way, one more thing. Congratulations to the Melbourne Aces who won the Australian Baseball League. There's a whole story there I'll share with you on Monday. But basically, quickly, because of lockdown, a lockdown coming with COVID, hadn't played a one-game playoff last night, and they decided about 6 hours for game time or something like that, or less than that, about 4 hours for game time, winner was going to be the champion. So congratulations to Melbourne. Congratulations to Perth for doing a great job at both. But the Aces winning back-to-back Claxton Shields. We'll talk more about that implication, how crazy it was, and just what a great job Australia did to get to the baseball season. Much love. See better tomorrow than we were today. Let's show more love, more empathy, virtual hugs. Love you guys. Let me bring this down so I can bring this up. And thanks for joining me. We'll see you guys on Monday on Virtual Happy Hour right here on DV's personal Facebook channel, page. Yeah, channel. Anyway, love y'all. Much love. See y'all later. Happy Valentine's.